Bulldog for wrestling merchandise and memories. That's merchandiseandmemories.com. And welcome to another edition of Card Corner. This week we're going to be unpacking a box of WWE Champions cards from 2011. You can see right here the price that I purchased it for maybe a year and a half ago. I have not opened this box since. I know that there are loose cards in here. It looks like there's way more than the 42, but that might be including doubles and that sort of thing. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna crack this open and let's take a look at what kind of cards we've got here. The first card we get is from WrestleMania, and I believe this is the second match between The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, where Michaels' career was on the line. I believe that's the case. What I do want to point out is the foil embossing on these cards, which is just it's really cool. It makes it stand out a little bit. Great quality of photography. And then on the back here, yes, this is WrestleMania 26. So I'm just trying to, the second consecutive WrestleMania between Michaels and The Undertaker. So that's a great one to kick us off. Next one is also from WrestleMania, and it's Randy Orton doing a double DDT to, I believe this is both members of the Legacy, Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes. Turn that around, and yes, that is the case from WrestleMania 26 as well. So Randy Orton versus the Legacy. Next card here is also a WrestleMania. I'm not sure if these are all WrestleMania or just these happen to be the first few, but this is when Jack Swagger won Money in the Bank. Again, great photography here. All of these cards are just like go right to the edge and capture a really good image. And you've got same WrestleMania, Jack Swagger winning Money in the Bank. So I'm wondering if this was that year that these cards were published. It just seems to be fairly frequent. I think this is all the same WrestleMania. So you've got Triple H giving a pedigree to Sheamus. What a great action photo too. A very underrated match for its time between these two guys. And let's see here, this is Triple H defeats Sheamus at WrestleMania. So these are all WrestleMania 26 from what I can tell so far. This card here, I mean, is this WrestleMania? I don't seem to remember this team being together, but I could be wrong. So you've got Vicky Guerrero, you've got Team Lakecool, Maurice, and is that Alicia Fox maybe? I don't remember this from WrestleMania, so let's see when it took place. No, it took place at WrestleMania, same WrestleMania, when they were against Beth Phoenix, Kelly, Mickie James, Gail Kim, and Eve. I do not remember that match at all. That's how memorable it was, but this is obviously the team who won. And this has got to be from the same WrestleMania as that. I'm trying to see if that's Randy Orton. It looks like Randy Orton's being given the FU by John Cena. Again, another good action shot. Love the look in the referee's eyes there as well. Full points for photography here. Not sure if this is WrestleMania or not, but this is a picture of Sheamus. Let's see what it says on the back here. WWE Champion Sheamus. Okay, so when he won the title early in his career, and he's defending it at Fatal 4-Way. I do vaguely remember that pay-per-view. So another good shot here. Like full marks for the quality of photography throughout this. Next you got Randy Orton, bald Randy Orton, holding up the WWE Championship, and we'll see if just him as WWE Champions. I guess this is kind of a theme right here when he lost an opportunity to win the title at Fatal 4-Way. And then he defeated Sheamus at Night of Champions. I don't quite remember that. I can remember, matches that took place in 1986, but 2011 not so much. Next, we've got Kane chokeslamming Rey Mysterio from Money in the Bank, and I believe that is where he would have won the World Heavyweight Champion. He cashed in his Money in the Bank right away, if memory serves. So that's another good moment, another good photo. Got Dolph Ziggler with the World Heavyweight Championship with Vicky Guerrero. I feel like this is when he briefly held it at that point. It was a moment that many thought would never happen. Yeah, the last thing it says here, the reign, however, didn't last long. So interesting times in the career of Mr. Dolph Ziggler. You've got Edge as world champion. Speaking of reigns that didn't last particularly long, I believe after WrestleMania he had to retire the championship. Oh no, this is after Vicky Guerrero stripped Edge of the title. But still, so around that's roughly that same time frame because he was a face at that point. Next up here, you've got Dolph Ziggler elbow dropping Kofi Kingston. Not sure when this was from. He was an Intercontinental Champion at this point, but two guys who are still in WWE to this date. Actually, a lot of these so far have been in WWE still to this date. Then you've got Wade Barrett and Kofi Kingston. And I'm not sure what the occasion was for this. Intercontinental Champion. Again, I don't even remember Wade Barrett being Intercontinental Champion, so there you go. This was on an edition of SmackDown. Speaking of champions I don't remember, Ron the Truth Killings becoming United States champion. And when was that? When would that have been? R-Truth, as he's also known. Miz and R-Truth. Yeah, I don't remember this at all. Next up, oh, look at that photo. Got Daniel Bryan jumping in the air on Sheamus. Is that I see WrestleMania in the background there, so let's see if that's what it's from. United States champion. It doesn't say it was WrestleMania, so it could be like leading up to WrestleMania where they had the sign in the background. I'm not entirely sure on that one. And here it is. Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes as tag team champions. I do remember this moment, and it's just amazing to see what both of them have accomplished since that time. Then you've got John Cena. I'm not sure who he's giving his finisher to. Let's see. Oh, David Otunga and John Cena, but you can barely see Otunga as WWE Tag Team Champions. I do remember that. Obviously, their tag team title reign didn't work very well for both men. Next up, you've got Santino Marella, and it looks like it's Justin Gabriel he's hip tossing. And again, you've got that puzzled look in the eye of the referee there. It's kind of cool. Tag team champions. Oh, Kozlov and Marella, but you don't have Kozlov in that photo at all. That's kind of weird. Next up is that Heath Slater and Vladimir Koloff from the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, I'm guessing, by the background here. Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater as WWE Tag Team Champions. Again, these are things I don't even remember happening, but obviously they did. Got The Miz, another guy who's in WWE still, and he is... I don't know who he's giving his finisher to. I see a member of the Core, Ezekiel Jackson, look in the background. So is this maybe Justin Gabriel? Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel against John Cena and The Miz. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Don't remember that. And I wonder if this must be the same match because you see The Miz there, you see Heath Slater, and you see John Cena. And the card is of Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel, even though Justin Gabriel is not on the card. Interesting how they do that. It's a pet peeve of mine when I see cards like that, because you're missing like one member of the tag team. I want to say this is Eve Torres, and maybe she's against Michelle McCool. Let's see. Yeah, Eve and Maurice had a lengthy rivalry in 2010. Again, I don't remember that feud, but I'll take their word for it. Alicia Fox as Divas champion. Yeah, like it's just amazing how much the women's wrestling scene has changed in a relatively short period of time, over a decade. Speaking of which, you've got this is Beth Phoenix giving the Glam Slam to, I want to say Kelly Kelly, or maybe it's Michelle McCool. say who. The first ever Extreme Makeover match. Not sure who that is, but my guess would be either Kelly Kelly or Michelle McCool. Maybe it's Michelle McCool. A mystery to figure out another time. Speaking of Beth Phoenix, here she is with Layla. I believe Layla was the co-holder of the WWE Championship or something like that. Yeah, or sorry, the Women's Championship. Yeah, unofficially, Layla and McCool would co-hold the title up until its merger with the Divas Championship later in 2010. Oh, 2010. What an interesting time. Now, what is this? This looks like a Battle Royal or a Royal Rumble. We've got... I'm just looking here. You guys see Daniel Bryan, Heath Slater. Maybe it's David Otunga. Is this the Nexus? Is it possible this is the Nexus attack? It is. This is the Nexus's debut, where I guess they must have been attacking John Cena, although you don't see him. I see CM Punk in a mask. I don't know. I'll have to look closer at that one, but I do know it was certainly of the Nexus. Then for something completely different, you've got Alberto Del Rio giving a drop kick to Rey Mysterio. His debut match. I kind of do remember that as well. And then Daniel Bryan and not Michael Cole. I want to say it's Michael Cole, but is it Justin Roberts? No. I don't think they'd have that on a card where he's choking Justin Roberts. Oh, I know. That was Alex Riley. Almost forgot about that guy because I see the Money in the Bank briefcase in the background, so that must be the Miz's. And Alex Riley was his second at the time. Speaking of people we don't talk about very often anymore, you've got Sin Cara and giving a kick to Sheamus on an episode of Raw. This is his debut as well. Interesting. I don't remember him debuting against Sheamus, but I don't remember a ton about Sin Cara. Next up, you've got the Big Show and the Miz sort of staring each other down, it looks like. I thought they were a team, weren't they? Like Show Miz? No, Big Show attacks the Miz. Yeah, I don't remember that feud, but I guess if they were a tag team. Oh man. What a great photo. This may be my favorite so far. Randy Orton doing that RKO out of nowhere to Evan Bourne. I think this was on Raw, if memory serves correctly. What an awesome moment and an even better photo of like right before it landed. Love that. Got the Miz with his Money in the Bank briefcase. Maybe this is where he won it. Looks like that's possible. We've got Kane burying, I don't know if this is the Undertaker alive. I see Paul Bearer in the background. Let's see here. Buried alive. Yeah, Undertaker versus Kane. And I don't remember who won. I guess Kane won that match. I don't remember it. But that was also from 2010. And then you've got, how interesting is that? Rey Mysterio and Edge together, given their recent history. They're holding some sort of trophy. I wonder if this is the bragging rights trophy that happened at the time. It is. Team SmackDown wins bragging rights. Then you've got Sheamus in a victorious pose. And highlight. I don't know what exact moment that's from. You've got Rey Mysterio giving a 619 to Jack Swagger, which is so funny because I'm working on a new top 50 list for this very YouTube channel, and I've got a video game image of this exact move happening. So that's pretty cool. Oh, here's another good action shot. It's got John Morrison trying to avoid elimination in a battle royal, I'm assuming, because he's doing some sort of parkour and holding on to the barricade. Is this Royal Rumble? It doesn't say. Oh yeah, John Morrison avoids elimination at the Royal Rumble. It's right there. Good memory, Bulldog. Booker T returning to the ring. I wonder if either this was his Royal Rumble return or when he attacked Cody Rhodes. Let's see. Booker T enters the Royal Rumble. So we got a theme going here. Yep, and here's another one from that same Royal Rumble. You got Diesel kicking the hell out of Rey Mysterio. Interesting shot. I do remember when they brought him back not as Kevin Nash but as Diesel. And then Alberto Del Rio. And it looks like this is when he won that 40-man Royal Rumble. There you go. Yeah, outlasting 39 other superstars in the largest Royal Rumble in the history of WWE. All right, this is pretty cool. Stone Cold Steve Austin signing a WrestleMania contract and WrestleMania referee contract. Oh, so this is when he was the referee for Jerry the King Lawler versus Michael Cole. This is all coming back to me now. And is this another WrestleMania match? I see Trish Stratus, I think, and Vicky Guerrero. Yeah, that was their match at WrestleMania. Interesting. Oh, Mean Gene Okerlund. Love me some Mean Gene, and that's I guess from that era, from 2010, 2011. That's would have been capturing him. I miss Mean Gene, I really do. And speaking of Mean Gene, another one says Wade Barrett of the Nexus and Bob Orton and Mean Gene. What an unusual trio. I've got to find out the backstory here. Old school edition of Raw. During an interview with Mean Gene Okerlund, Orton began expounding the virtues of Randy Orton. I do not remember that at all. What a weird segment. Another legend here from old school Raw. It's Tito Santana. Arriba! And I'm guessing this is old school Raw, or else why would they? Yeah. Ricardo Rodriguez. Who was interrupted by Tito Santana. That I don't remember. You think I'd remember stuff that featured Tito? This has got to be another old school Raw moment with Sergeant Slaughter and Alberto Del Rio. I feel like Slaughter wrestled that night. Here's one of good old JR, and you can just tell by the background that is old school Raw. So these are definitely a theme happening here. And then you've got The Miz with the WWE Championship. And I even like the attention to detail. If you look at he's got it turned around to the M for The Miz. That's pretty cool. And then we've got CM Punk doing his GTS to Randy Orton, it looks like. Was that? I think that was a match at WrestleMania. I don't know if this is from the WrestleMania match. Stop. CM Punk, and it's got John Cena. John Cena isn't even involved. That's an interesting one. You've got Daniel Bryan, and he's kicking someone in the face. I want to say that's Jack Swagger. Let's see if I'm right. It doesn't say. I'm gonna, for argument's sake, it's Jack Swagger. You've got Cody Rhodes putting somebody in a Cobra Clutch. Let's see if it says who. It does not. But interesting younger Cody Rhodes there. Next up, Kofi Kingston diving onto, I want to say this is Ezekiel Jackson and Justin Gabriel of the Core. And it's at WrestleMania. Yeah, they had that random 8-man tag team match. After the Core injured Vladimir Kozlov during a match at Fan Access. Santino Marella and Big Show were too much for the Core. I don't remember how the match happened, but I do remember it just felt so out of place at WrestleMania. Here's another WrestleMania one. We've got Austin as the special referee with Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler. I know a lot of people rag on that match, but it was fun for what it was at the time. Here's, I'm going to say this has got to be a WrestleMania match with Triple H Undertaker. It just looks that way. Yeah, there you go. WrestleMania 27. Undertaker defeats Triple H. Another awesome match. Then got Michelle McCool, and is that Mickie James or Trish? I can't quite tell. Let's see. Trish Stratus. Okay, and and right, this was John Morrison, Trish Stratus, and Snooki or something like that against. No, sorry, John Morrison, Trish Stratus. Yeah, and Snooki. Why don't they mention Snooki there? That's weird. You'd think you'd want to remember that moment, but I guess not. You've got this is got to be WrestleMania. John Cena versus The Miz, the WrestleMania 27 main event that did not quite deliver. So we're going back to some WrestleMania ones here. Yep. And The Miz defeats John Cena. That's on card form forever. And then the last card I've got here. Oh wow. One of my favorite tag teams of all time, Edge and Christian. It's this like foil card, which is kind of cool. The edge is bent a little bit, but other than that, it's a pretty cool card. As the one Hall of Famer, one non-Hall of Famer yet, but he should definitely be in there. Yeah, overall, this is a very cool set. I like it a lot. Some cards I certainly wasn't expecting. A lot of moments I didn't necessarily remember, but some really big names in this set. And now the curiosity's got better of me. I want to see what else is in the collection. I'll have to do some research online. As always, check out Card Corner at merchandiseandmemories.com, and please like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.